There's one person in your life you trust completely. Picture them. Now notice something strange. They're almost never the one who talks the most. The people we trust the deepest are usually the ones who say the least. The quiet one, the one who listens, nods, and answers in half the words you expected. That's not a coincidence. It's a mechanism. And once you see it, you'll never rush to fill a silence the same way again. We've got this backwards. We think trust is built by talking. Explain yourself, open up, prove you're honest by saying more. So when we really want to be believed, we add words, we justify, we give 3 reasons, then a 4th, and then we watch, confused, as all that explaining makes people trust us less. Here's why. Pick this up from the last video. Every way a person reaches you is a handle, while every word you say is a handle you hand them. Watch 2 people answer the same question. Someone asks them both to do something they can't do. The first says, "No, I can't make that work," and stops. The second says, "No, because I've got this thing," and then there's the other thing, and honestly, money's been tight, and you know how it is. Same answer, but you believe the first one. The second one just handed you 5 things to argue with, 5 handles. Push on any of them, and the no starts to move. The person who explains less isn't hiding more. They've just stopped giving you grips to grab. A short answer has no edges. There's nothing to pull on. I learned this the embarrassing way. I used to answer every simple question like I was on trial. Someone would ask why I was leaving early and I'd produce a whole paragraph. Reasons, apologies, a backstory nobody asked for. I thought all that openness made me look honest. It made me look nervous. The more I explained, the more it sounded like there was something to explain. The day I started saying, "I've got to head out," and nothing else, people stopped questioning it. I gave them less, and they trusted me more. Now the second reason saying less builds trust. Words are cheap. Anyone can say anything. Restraint costs something, and we trust what costs something. Think about the person who tells you everyone else's secrets. The one who always has the gossip. You laugh along, you enjoy it, but you never tell them anything real. Some quiet part of you has already filed them as unsafe, because a person who can't hold someone else's words will never hold yours. Now think about the one who hears everything and repeats none of it. You find yourself telling them things you didn't plan to say out loud. Their silence is a vault, and people hand their trust to a vault. That's the part most people miss. Discretion isn't the absence of talking. It's the loudest proof you can be trusted, because they've watched you hold what you could have spent. And the third reason is the one you can feel in a room. Silence has gravity. Watch any meeting where everyone's talking over each other to sound smart. Now watch the one person who waits, who lets the noise burn itself out, then says a single sentence. The whole room turns, not because their sentence was the best, but because everyone else spent their power filling the air and that person saved theirs. You've seen it in a negotiation too. Someone makes an offer and the other person just lets it sit, says nothing, and the silence gets so heavy, the first person starts negotiating against themselves. The one who's comfortable in the quiet always reads as the one in command. We fill silence with respect. We fill chatter with suspicion. The hardest version of this for me is still the pause. Every instinct says feel it, soften the moment, add a word, make sure nobody's uncomfortable. So I gave myself a rule. When someone finishes talking or when a hard question lands, I wait 7 seconds before I answer. Just 7. Long enough that the moment gets some weight, short enough that it never tips into a stare. Call it the 7-second rule. The first few times it felt unbearable. 7 seconds felt like a full minute. But I watched what happened on the other side. People leaned in. They started filling the gap themselves, explaining more, offering more, treating my silence like it meant something. They took me more seriously in those 7 seconds than in anything I actually said. I wasn't doing more, I was doing less on purpose, and it landed harder than every word before it. So let's fix what saying less actually means. It's not being cold, not hiding, not playing some mysterious little game. It's this: every word you don't spend is a handle you don't hand over. Every secret you keep is proof you can be trusted with the next one. Every silence you don't rush to fill is power you didn't give away. The quiet one isn't trusted in spite of saying little. They're trusted because of it. So stop trying to be believed. Stop adding the 4th reason, the nervous explanation, the words you throw at a silence just to make it stop. Say less. Let the quiet do the work. And watch how fast people start handing you the one thing all that talking never bought them: their trust. And if this landed, The next one goes after the most expensive handle of all, the need to be liked. Because being too likable isn't kindness, it's a grip you hand to everyone around you. Next time on the channel, stop being so likable. I'll see you there.